Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that activity we just did. Hopefully you can think about that today as we talk more about hunters and gatherers who lived their life just the way that you did a few minutes ago when you were in the hall. These people had to move around from place to place to find the basic things that they needed to live. But before we talk about that more, I want to just give you a little bit of information about what we're going to be studying for the next couple of days. So, we're going to be talking about the first humans who were nomads, and like I said, they continually traveled in search of food. As they developed better ways of doing things, they began to develop civilizations. Civilized societies have established written languages, permanent structures, forms of government. They depend on agriculture, and they specialize in different forms of labor. These societies develop customs that include religions. They include a family structure, their own type of food, and their different types of clothing. So over the next few days, we're going to be looking at these things that describe these characteristics that describe these people that lived during the Paleolithic age or the Stone Age. And in fact, this is actually called the Old Stone Age. And the Old Stone Age or the Paleolithic age lasted from about 2.5 million years ago to about 8,000 BC. Now, hopefully you understand what BC means. If not, we'll come back to that shortly. However, this is a long time ago, but remember, this is the first human time period. This is not the first plant life. This is not the first animal life. This is not dinosaurs. You'll talk about those things in science class. This is the first human time period. Now again, this is called the Paleolithic Age or the Old Stone Age. And the people were called hunters and gatherers. They had hunter and gatherer societies or communities. These people were nomads, meaning that they searched for their food and they moved from place to place in search of food. And they also had to search out shelter, and they had to search out water, the basic things that they needed to live. If they didn't find these things, they would have died. So they had to continuously move around to wherever the food was so that they could continue to live. And just like in the hallway with our activity, you had to move from place to place to find your next food or your next treat. Had we just stayed in one place, there wouldn't have been enough for everybody, and those people who did not get food would have died. So you see how important it was for these people to move around and find what they needed. So you're going to do a flip chart using your multicolored index cards. And I'm going to give you those directions in just a minute. But if you have any questions, please let me know. If you finish early, I do have an activity for you from page 9 in your textbook. But just raise your hand if you finish and let me know. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I think the directions should be pretty straightforward, but if you're confused at all or need help finding some of the information, just let me know. And hope that helps.